Attention Dub Nation, we can't wait to see you at our next home game. A fun way to show off that Dub Nation spirit. Attention Dub Nation, we're doing another special giveaway at our next home game. The first 10,000 of you will take home your very own Warriors t-shirts. Mark your calendars for Warriors NC T-shirt Day. Your dance team has a free t-shirt for every fan in attendance, so bring the whole family. And folks, make certain to be here for Valentine's Day. Bring the kids, they'll get a free Warriors backpack. At this time, direct your attention to center court for the award ceremony. Make some noise for the NBA champions, your Golden State Warriors! The head coach is Steve Kerr.
It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Evans out there with Klinger. And it's Avdia in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, the athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Curry is out there with MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, home in the paint. here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that off-season work.
Henderson looking it over. Pass to Avdia. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Henderson had great vision when he came into the league, and he's continued to build on that.
And that one drops.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Henderson passes to Sharp. Back to Henderson. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Henderson kicks to Avdia. Back to Henderson. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray. Henderson's got 5 points so far.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Kuminga sets a screen for MP. Floats it up for Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now here's Henderson. He has 5. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Here's the break. And Kuminga throws it down.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Sharp. Pass to Henderson. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here he goes. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Sharp following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. 4 on the clock. Releases. Pass to Sharp. Down low. Here's Klingon. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, that's a part of Sharp's game that he takes very seriously.
Curry on the wing. Avdia with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Steps back. Here's Henderson. It's hauled in by MP. What a season it was for MP. Greg, a great playoff run, and now he'll forever be a 2-time NBA champion.
And every title run is different. MP knows that now, but the way his team came together in the postseason was fantastic. A great season capped off with another ring for MP.
Avdia following the score by Golden State. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Kuminga. And it's the Warriors on the break. And a wide open look for MP. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
It's Henderson on the wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Klingon. Here's Avdia. Portland again, missing. Warriors leading by 4. Wiggins with it. Now Avdia defending. MP finds Kuminga. Off target with his 3. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors. How they're going to tip off the new season.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
MP passes to Wiggins. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Curry's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Denny Avdia. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 13 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Wiggins passes to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Trailblazers trail by 9. Up top, Henderson. Covered by MP. Pass to Avdia. Back to Henderson. There's the lob to Avdia. Can't hit that one.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, in case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Warriors leading by 11. Now for the second time in his career, Greg, MP was first-team all-defense last year.
And MP told us tonight it is a new season, but he wants to build on last year's selection and do it again.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
And we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. The coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be for them.
Wiggins throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And Portland has possession following the score by Golden State. Sharp against Curry. Evans kicks to Avdia. Inside, here's Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons has got 5 points so far.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talent.
Trailblazers trail by 12. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Henderson and Simons are their guards. Andre Ayton out there with Rob Williams. And it's Murray in at the 3 spot.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
MP finds a gap. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Simons surveying the D with the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Now, here's MP. Well, last year, Greg MP continuing to cement himself as an elite player in this NBA.
First team All-NBA for a second time. MP has become a franchise player, someone you build your team around.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Henderson. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Pass to Simons. Shoots over Pajemski. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Simons has got 11.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
Outside Kuminga. Oh, good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Murray. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Murray's got his first bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's MP. Kuminga up top. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy. And coming off his second league MVP award, Greg MP is certainly cementing his place as one of the best to ever do it.
Well, Kevin, you look at the players to win multiple MVPs. Every single one in the hall or headed there, and he'll be no exception.
Now, here's MP. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jackson Davis. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 11. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. To the inside. Williams in the post. Defended by Kuminga. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Hardaway's checked in for the Warriors. Klingon, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Avdia comes in for Murray. Here's the screen. There's the lob to the hoop.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Hardaway, no good. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Simons on the wing, guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Klingon. Out to Henderson. Hits it from 3-point range. Henderson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
And MP throws throws it down. NGA, the second Defensive Player of the Year award for MP. And you look at the players who've done that multiple times, not a very long list.
And almost every player on that list is...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Oh, wow. That was a dunk contest level jam right there.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Henderson kicks to Simons. To the paint. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Henderson.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
And the basket by MP.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
And stolen by MP. Floats it up for Wiggins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
To the middle. Here's Klingon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Portland also making some changes. Evans comes in for Williams. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Anfernee Simons. MP against Henderson. Pass to Clarkson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Let's take a look now at Jonathan Kuminga's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season, and he also shot his way into the top 5 in percentage from long range. Just a knockdown shooter.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. MP against Henderson. Throws it up high, and it's Klingon with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Floats it up for Kuminga. Stolen by Evans. Abdi on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Henderson passes to Evans. Here's Sharpe. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Abdia finds Evans. Here's Klingon. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
MP against Henderson. MP outside. Oh, that's blocked. Clarkson against Sharpe. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 10. MP outside. This one for 3. Evans with the rebound.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
MP against Henderson. MP kicks to Kuminga. That one goes. Count it. Kuminga's got 14 points for the game.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Evans outside. Back to Henderson. There's the triple. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Henderson passes to Sharp. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Avdia dishes to Henderson. From deep three-point land, here's Klingon. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
And that's a comfortable spot for Wiggins. He has a great feel for that corner 3.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Clarkson. MP outside. Kuminga, screen on Henderson. And here is MP. 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Evans. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Santos is checked in, and it's Klay Thompson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Clarkson right side. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Sharp. Lets the 3 fly. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 5 assists in the game.
When Sharp is converting in the catch-and-shoot game, he's very tough to stop.
MP against Simon. Justice. Thompson for the triple. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Pass to Klingon. Simon's with the ball. Lets it go with a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. 1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Santos. MP against Simon. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Curry. Back to MP. Outside Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game. Here's Evans. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Curry on the wing. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Outside, Simons. Again, Simons missing. MP outside. Drops in the layup for 2. MP's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The Warriors on top. They lead by 13. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
And please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
Brooke.
Well, I think for the Warriors, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have big...
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Trailblazers.
I think about when I was coming.
And that is it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Scoot Henderson in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. MP out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And it goes down 2 points. Henderson's got the first field goal of the second half for Portland.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry on the wing. Back to MP. Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga the pass to MP. Outside Kuminga. It's MP top of the key. That shot off. Excellent defense there from Henderson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Clingan with the steal. Got a piece of it, and stolen by MP. And I'm sure last season is still fresh in MP's mind, Greg. He accomplished what very few players before him have done. Winning the MVP in the final for a second time.
And there's something about the biggest stage in the sport that brings out the best in him. It says something about his mental toughness as well. Not everybody thrives under pressure like he does. What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
MP against Henderson. Pass to Avdia. Back to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Knocks it loose. For the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Henderson's got 25 points.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
MP against Henderson. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Clingan. It's Henderson on the wing. Covered by MP. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Sharp.
Nice focus. Sharp wanted that bucket inside, so he went and got it.
Henderson against MP. Curry wide open. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Curry's got 14 points for the game. Evans outside. Pass to Clingan. Sharp against Curry. The 11-footer. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, nice touch on Sharp's mid-range J. And nice to see him expand his game a little into that area.
MP kicks to Kuminga. Henderson against MP. Kuminga finds MP. Kicks it out to Wiggins. From downtown. Doesn't go that time. Trailblazers trail by 11. Latre. Avdia gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Wiggins gets the screen from Justice. And it's Wiggins missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Avdia, the pass to Evans. Back to Avdia. MP with it. Now Henderson defending. And how about this for MP? He'll be releasing his own signature shoe very soon. What a milestone.
Well, getting your own shoe made with a company like Under Armour is a sign you truly made it. I know MP couldn't be any more excited about this accomplishment.
Here's Henderson. Back to Sharp. There's the three. They get it again. Klingon. And at last, they get one to fall. Klingon's got 16 points. MP against Henderson. Curry on the wing. Over Sharp. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing here by 8. And here's Evans outside. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Curry with the 3. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Here's Sharp. Offline with his 3.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
And the foul called on MP. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the person.
Will be reviewed after the There will be 3 minutes to review the plays.
To tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
MP against Henderson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Pass to Pajemski. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Sharp missing.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And here's Avdia. Goodbye, Hardaway.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Golden State moving the ball around. MP inside. Henderson defending. Justice the pass to Santos. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Santos has got his first points of the game.
And what a look by MP on that score. Saw his man the whole way and fed him for the easy.
Klingon the screen for Henderson. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Hardaway with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway has got 4 this quarter. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by NP. NP getting out in front on the break.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Henderson outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Henderson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Portland. Pajemski on the wing. Hardaway kicks to MP. And it's Pajemski in the corner. 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. And it's Golden State with another.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Henderson passes to Williams. The 9-foot shot. And Santos pulls it down.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Out to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Andre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Murray comes in for Avdia. And it's Simons in for Henderson. Inside. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And that one, good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Simons against MP. And the shot goes in. Simons has got 15.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
MP outside. And the basket is good. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Simons with the ball. Now defended by MP. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Simons. Here's MP. Portland grabs the miss. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Sharp. Lets it go from deep. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. But Pajemski's shot is good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Now that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what...
Substitutions here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Wiggins, and MP subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Evans comes in for Robert Williams. Avdia's checked in for Murray. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Anthony Simons. MP kicks to Kuminga. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. On the floor for Portland, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Evans out there with Klingon. And it's Henderson in at the guard position.
And how about the chemistry Thompson has with his teammates, recognizing when he should go for that alley-oop.
Trailblazers trail by 16. Pass to Klingon. And here's Henderson. Lets it go from 14. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Klingon with the steal. To the inside. Here's Sharp to end the cold streak. He lays it in. 13 points for Shaden Sharp. Warriors leading by 14. Now MP. Outside Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Right side, Avdia. Klingon the screen for Avdia. Sharp on the wing. Shoots over Curry. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And the shot is good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Curry outside, Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 14-point game.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws, good from Avdia.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's the screen. Here's Justice. And MP attacks the rim.
MP on a mission there to get to the bucket.
And Portland has possession. Poked away and stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set. Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
MP kicks to Kuminga. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Great look, but off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 16. Now, here's Avdia. Here's Evans. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot off.
on the wing, Thompson. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And another steal for him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Wiping the ball away with just such ease.
Avdia with it, picked up by Thompson. And Sharp has it in the corner. Pass to Klingon. Back to Sharp. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Avdia can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
MP outside. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
Henderson, bounce pass. Here's Evans. And no good, trying to use the glass.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
The drive by MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 31.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
They get a hand on it. Here's Avdia. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ayton. Leslie with the ball. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
That's off as well, so he misses both. From past the arc, no good there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.